Hello everyone, Ace here, and today we are back with my Let's Play of the GDI Campaign for Command Conquer Remastered. So, last video we ended up doing version A of Mission 15, which means that this video will be dedicated to version B of Mission 15. Let's go ahead and jump right in, shall we?
We found him, Commander. Kane's temple and base of operations. This field operative's covert transmission came to us live just 5 minutes ago, so there's no doubt that Kane's inside. He surrounded himself with his own crack militia. Getting to him won't be easy. Ironic, isn't it? Kane's planted his temple just outside of Sarajevo. If that sounds familiar, it's because that's where another madman started World War I. Here we are, trying to stop this madman from doing it again. Commander, there is to be no quarter given. No leniency in dealing with Kane and his zealots. Wipe his temple off the face of the earth. Destroy the bastard. Or prepare to die trying.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir.
First, let's move this out of the way,
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
because I have a flame tank now deciding to play chasey chasey catchy catchy kissy kissy with me, so...
Yes, moving out. Affirmative. Waiting or moving out.
You can actually use the MCV to run stuff over. That's cool. Alright.
Moving out. Moving out.
I don't think so, Pally.
Reporting. Yes, moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Unit moving out. Waiting order. Moving out. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
New construction options.
Yes. Acknowledge.
So here's the good news, bad news situation. The good news is, it is actually possible to get some refineries going. We will want a few in this mission
Acknowledge.
right from the get-go.
Moving out.
And what's more, we can actually...
Construction.
Nod is actually going to spawn some stuff there too, so we need to be careful about that.
Options. Building.
But there is some good news. I should actually be able to, I think, block off some of the stuff and force them essentially to
Building.
Unit report. Affirmative.
go into a narrow corridor of my choosing.
Sufficient funds.
Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Okay, ooh. So I can actually get some Tiberium over there. That's a good idea to actually keep that corridor then.
Affirmative.
So, what I think I'll do is I will block off this corridor over here then, perhaps.
Construction
Moving
complete.
out. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Moving out.
Because I know they can actually flank us through that way. I do want to be able to at least keep them from doing something like that.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Except there's more Tiberium over here. Okay.
Moving out.
So it makes sense to
Acknowledge.
keep at least some of these up and running.
New construction options.
That's a problem. That is a huge problem on the way.
Building. Our base is under attack. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Low power. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Moving out.
Alright, so the attack has been stopped. Let's go ahead and build another power plant, and while we're at it, we'll also get some engineers. I want at least a few up here,
Construction complete.
because they're going to try building some stuff over here, and
Building.
we're going to need some stuff now other than engineers, it looks like.
Building.
Affirmative.
On hold.
Ready and waiting.
Cancel. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Moving out.
Alright, so the threat has been dealt with.
Yes, Roger. Moving out.
What's going to happen is they're going to spawn a Hand of Nod and a power plant here. Ooh.
Ready and wait. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes. Moving out.
But the big problem is they're also going to spawn an obelisk of light if we don't hurry and start taking stuff out very quickly.
Yes, sir.
That is a huge problem there. We cannot allow that to stay there. So we will actually... we have more bad news on the way.
Building. Building.
Reporting.
Our base is under attack. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Oh,
Building. Construction complete.
Ready and wait.
Unit lost. Not building captured.
Yes.
New construction options. Our base is under attack.
Yes.
Silos needed. Unit lost. Unit lost.
okay. We now need our sandbags in position so we don't have to deal with any obelisks of light.
Building captured. Construction complete.
That should do enough.
Our base is under attack. Building. Unit lost. Building.
Yes.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
It looks like they're actually going to go after this thing, which is fine by me.
You got it. Moving out.
Construction complete. Building. Insufficient funds.
So we've actually managed to hold the line here. We got ourselves a nice Hand of Nod out of the deal as well.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes.
There's a stealth tank, so that is a problem.
Knowledge.
Unit lost.
Ready and wait. Moving out. Acknowledge. Moving out.
Repairing. Construction complete. Structure sold.
Yes. Affirmative. Right away, sir.
There we go.
Reporting. Right away, sir. Right away, sir.
I'm happy with that placement for now.
Got it.
So we can now finally start getting into a proper economy, so that's good news.
Ready and waiting. Got it. Moving
The stealth tank's there.
Unit lost.
Yes. Affirmative.
Except now we can't because we have even more Nod forces showing up.
Cancelled. Building.
And even more to the south. That is beautiful.
Construction complete.
Means I have to...
Building. Our base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. Repairing. Our base is under attack.
Hilarious. Okay.
Repairing. Building.
Now we actually have the forces we need, though, to
Repairing.
start taking some ground. So what we'll do is we will, first of all,
Roger.
start taking out these SAM sites.
Affirmative. Ready and affirmative. Yes. Affirmative. Right away, sir. Right away, sir. Reporting. Moving out.
It was a mistake to move them this close.
Yes, sir. Roger. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay, clearly I have to take that out first, because otherwise it's just not going to work.
Construction complete. Unit lost. New construction options. Unit lost. Building.
Ready
On
and waiting.
hold.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Cancelled. Unit ready.
We'll build a repair facility.
Building.
Waiting order. Roger.
Unit ready.
Roger.
Oh dear, that's a problem. And it's engineers. Of course it's engineers.
Unit moving out.
Construction complete.
There we go.
Moving out.
is under attack.
Reporting, Roger. Affirmative. Reporting. Reporting. Affirmative. Moving out. You got it. Affirmative.
New construction options.
Ready and waiting.
Alright, now we can actually get our guys over there.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out.
And we can even start building Mammoth tanks, so I'll actually go ahead and do that.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, acknowledged.
Unit lost.
What was that from? Did they seriously try going through that obelisk of light? They did, didn't they?
Moving out.
Insufficient
Moving out.
funds. Construction complete.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Well, we can at least use the tank here to start taking some more stuff out.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Roger.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Are you kidding me? How on earth did I lose that?
Repairing. Building.
Clearly I'm going to need 2 Mammoth tanks for each of these towers. So I do have a strategy in mind for dealing with this base. Basically, I'm going to start capping buildings, and then hopefully I'll be able to deal with the enemy obelisk of light there. Well, first I'm going to deal with the obelisk.
Construction complete.
No, don't do that.
Building.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out.
What is wrong with you?
Moving out. Waiting order. Affirmative. Unit acknowledged. Moving out.
Yeah, I'm going to have to actually go ahead and deal with this. Well, no, I better not.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledged.
But I am going to have to micro my stuff until I can get another Mammoth tank, at least. And hopefully the harvesters aren't going to be stupid enough to get within range of this obelisk of light again.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
But they are going to get in range of the tower, of course, so...
Moving out. Acknowledged. Moving out.
Insufficient funds.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out.
But yeah, once we get these 2 turrets here dealt with, we should hopefully be able to move on to that, and then just... It should be a simple matter of having enough resources to just simply deal with whatever's left.
Yes, sir.
In fact, I'm going to see if there's anything down here for this harvester to
sir.
get to.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Moving out. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Because if there's more
Yes, sir.
Tiberium to the southeast, that would be great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
There is another tower there. That's a bad thing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Alright, now that we've actually dealt with some of the stuff here, though, we are a little low on electricity, so what I need to do is actually get a advanced power plant up and running. And then I'll have to get even another power plant on top of that, because what I want to do is get an advanced comms center so I can finally build
Moving out.
the ion cannon so we can
Construction
actually start
complete.
making some headway here.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Alright, is there anything else that we have to worry about? It looks like there's a SAM site
Construction
here,
complete.
Yes, sir.
but there is more Tiberium to be had.
Unit reporting.
New construction options.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
And this should be enough Tiberium for one harvester to constantly get.
Acknowledged. Moving out.
Just to be safe, though, we will make sure there's nothing else here. So they do have... Ooh, artillery. That's a problem.
Moving out.
And the artillery is going after, it looks like, my harvester. So that is a huge problem.
Waiting. Moving out. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
And problem solved.
Affirmative.
However, I don't think 2 Mammoth tanks are going to be enough to take that base on their own.
Moving out.
So I'm going to need to fall back until I can get something else to help deal with that base. Let's see, do we have enough power? Not quite. We're going to need another power plant.
On hold.
Make it an advanced power plant. Why not?
Cancelled.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Moving out.
So they are
Construction
actually
complete.
trying to go after my harvesters again, unfortunately.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Or they were going to try doing that, but it appears that they have decided against it.
Yes, sir.
There
Moving
we
out.
go.
Moving out.
It looks like that's a flame trooper of some description there.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Now the good news is, it looks like they aren't really able to do much when it comes to getting more Tiberium. They're still going to have to go down here, it looks like, which means we could potentially take out the enemy harvesters and just keep the Tiberium for ourselves.
Insufficient.
Here comes
funds.
one of them. And with 2 Mammoth tanks, who knows?
Yes, sir.
Well, we do have an odd buggy showing up. And a stealth tank.
Acknowledged.
Another odd buggy.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Unit reporting. Affirmative.
Construction
Vehicle
complete.
reporting.
Ion cannon charging.
Waiting. Yes, sir.
New
Yes, sir.
construction options.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Yes,
Unit lost.
got it. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Well, we have at least deleted a whole... What? No, 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 no. Ah, you... I hate that fact that the AI will do stupid stuff like that sometimes.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Waiting order. You got affirmative.
I'm gonna need a new harvester.
Building.
But then again, at least so is the enemy.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Now, we do have a few Tiberium trees in our area. But that's the one piece of good news to actually be said right now.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I wonder if it's possible to actually shoot the thing to Blossom Tree to try to make it the Tiberium come out faster. Because I think with
Yes, sir.
might have been possible with Tiberian Sun. Well, I might be
Construction
misremembering that.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledged.
Bad news is we just only have a single Mammoth tank now. And we are going to have to deal with... No,
Yes, sir,
don't do that. don't do that.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out.
Actually, have him just harvest this for now.
Unit reporting. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out.
Ion cannon ready.
Another harvester.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Unit report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out. Reporting. You got it. Reporting. Yes, sir. Waiting.
Unit lost.
Waiting. Moving out. Right away.
Fall back. Hopefully it'll be enough to aggro them into going straight into our defenses.
Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got it.
Clearly we need to move our Mammoth tank a
Yes,
little
sir.
bit closer to
Affirmative.
the turret here, or towers, for them to do the trick.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Vehicle reporting.
Oh, so they're actually moving more harvesters down here now.
Moving out.
Well, I better stop them from getting that resource,
Building.
because otherwise that's going to be even more bad news for us.
Moving out.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledged.
Construction
Here comes a flame
confirmed.
tank, so we better get our stuff
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
set up so that they have to go through this tank first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Unit reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Good.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
We might actually be able to start capping some of their buildings.
Insufficient funds.
I just need to make sure that we do that with enough of their buildings to make it worth my time.
Yes, moving out.
It does look like, ooh,
Affirmative.
enemy harvesters showing up again, which means we can actually get them to lose even more resources.
Yes,
Unit ready.
affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Moving out.
Here they come with more infantry, actually.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir.
Cool, that's another bit of their base, another bit of Tiberium that they're not going to be able to get.
Unit ready.
Ready. Moving out. Unit reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Unit acknowledged. Moving out. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Cool. So once we actually get the next
Insufficient
Mammoth tank
funds.
built, we'll actually just get this harvester healed up, too, with whatever resources we have left. And it does look like we've been rather successful at denying them the Tiberium they need, so that is excellent news for us. I don't see Nod quickly recovering from this.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
This will give us yet another Mammoth tank to work with.
Moving out.
Plus, the resources should be enough to actually... We might even be able to push forward with what we've got available. I mean, 4 Mammoth tanks isn't that much, but... If we can actually get the get this Obelisk of Light taken out,
Acknowledged.
between that and getting these turrets dealt with, we should be in a really good spot. All we have to really do is just get those turrets destroyed and then replace some of the stuff with sandbags or whatever, and we should be able to essentially keep them from rebuilding that. It's a little bit more on the cheese, but fine by me on this point.
Building.
Reporting. Roger. Affirmative.
We'll actually go ahead and get one more Mammoth tank, so that will put us up to 5 of the things. And that should, unless they manage to outdo us
Insufficient
with...
funds.
Affirmative.
Okay, there
Yes,
we
sir.
go.
Affirmative. Moving out.
We'll actually deal with this tower, or this turret here real quickly.
Acknowledged. Unit acknowledged. Yes, sir.
And that's even more resources that they will be, no doubt, spending. Actually, let's go ahead and just sell this. Hopefully that'll put us over. Yep.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Reporting. Moving out.
So I see a airfield here. Ooh, there's the Nod Harvester again.
Moving out.
So we better... he's actually going up here, but he won't be able to stake up around up there for too long because there's just...
Reporting.
But that's probably going to aggro someone.
Ready and waiting. You got it. Vehicle reporting.
I think we are in a position now where if we did deal with the Obelisk of Light, we should be... Well, first I'm going to actually make sure, because I'm pretty sure that the Harvester here is just going to try sneaking around us, or no?
Select
They must be
target.
really desperate, so we'll go ahead and deal with that.
Charging. Building.
Reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out. Moving out. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. Yes, sir. You got it. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Wait, wait.
Nod building captured.
Yes, sir.
Nod
Yes,
building
sir.
captured. New construction options.
Affirmative.
Construction
Let's get those sandbags up so we can
building.
not have to worry about
Insufficient funds.
enemy turrets and
Construction
towers.
complete. Building. On hold. Cancelled. Construction complete.
Unit.
Building.
Alright, so we pretty much dealt with
Construction
those.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
We did lose a single Mammoth tank, which is unfortunate, but
Building.
That is going to allow us to
Construction
hold
complete.
this area, hopefully. Ooh, they
Building.
brought in an artillery
Our
piece.
base is under attack. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Primary building selected.
We should actually be able to get to
Building.
both of these
Unit
power plants
ready.
here captured, which means
Reporting. Right away, sir.
our power plant
Building
situation is in
captured.
great
Nuclear
place.
weapon launched.
Oh, that's a
Our
problem.
base is under attack.
Reporting. Moving out.
Nuclear warhead approaching.
No
Non-building
kidding.
captured.
Unfortunately, it took out my ability to actually launch more ion cannon blasts, so I need to build a new advanced comm center.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Moving out. Acknowledged. Moving out. Moving out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Moving out. Moving out.
Well, at least the Tiberium is plentiful up here.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Oh god, we have to hurry.
Primary building selected. Our base is under attack. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Waiting. Affirmative. Roger.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
What? No!
Complete. Unit lost.
Yes. Unit
Unit
reporting.
lost.
Quickly, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir. No. Yes.
Unit lost.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? They just took out most of my stuff using this.
Right away, sir.
I'm gonna have to build more Mammoth tanks.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes.
Construction complete. Building. Insufficient funds.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yes.
On hold.
Vehicle
Cancelled.
reporting.
At least we got 2 more of the Mammoth tanks ready to go.
Building.
Moving out. Acknowledge. Moving out. Moving out.
We're gonna have to wait until the rest of these tanks are in position, but what we're going to do...
On hold.
Let's see, how close are we to
Cancel.
even getting this thing up and running? We're going to need quite a bit more time, it looks like. On the other hand, I could just build a refinery here
Acknowledge.
and start making off like a bandit from just the Tiberium field here. It does not regenerate, however, so that is an issue in the long run. Wait, no, it does regenerate.
Affirmative.
Alright, well, whatever. My plan's still going to be the same. We're going to try deleting this particular one here.
Yes.
Just taking out the harvesters, and then we'll be able to... should hopefully deny the enemy. And here they come again.
Building.
Yes. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Insufficient
Moving
funds.
out. Yes. Yes. Acknowledge. Yes.
Construction complete.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Alright, so the resource denial war seems to be going ahead rather smoothly.
Affirmative. Moving out. Yes, sir.
I don't know why the artillery can fire twice like that quickly, but okay. Still,
Vehicle reporting. Moving out. Yes, sir.
there we go.
Moving out. Affirmative.
Building.
Now, they do have an obelisk of light up here, so if we actually take it out, we can then try capping some of this stuff up here.
On hold.
Alright, so they've got another harvester, ooh, and some engineers making a mad dash for it, so I'm going to actually have to
Cancelled.
build this. 'Cause I
Building.
don't want them to be able to just...
On hold. Cancelled. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
Not a problem. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Yes,
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
moving out. You got it. Right away, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Right away, sir. Right away, sir. Yes,
Unit lost.
yes. Yes. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes. Yes. Affirmative. Yes. Yes. Moving
Our
out.
base is under
Unit
attack.
report. Acknowledge.
Repairing.
Okay, so our little plan does seem to have at least worked.
Yes. Moving out. Moving out.
Building.
And what's more, we do have enough resources now to actually get what we need. Oh, more artillery coming in. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that they were able to get a full set of resources, which means that
Affirmative.
we're now going to have to deal with a lot more enemies once again.
Yes. Yes. Affirmative.
There we go.
Moving out. Moving out. Yes. Unit affirmative. Moving out.
Once again, the swarm is coming. And I didn't know about those turrets, so that is a problem there, but I can deal with that.
Construction complete. Ion cannon charging.
Yes.
Our base is under attack.
Unit report. Acknowledge. Vehicle reported. Yes.
Building. Repairing.
Yes. Yes.
Construction
Yes.
complete.
Unit acknowledged. Moving out.
Building.
Now we can just build that. They're sending in more engineers, but hopefully we should have everything in position to stop them again.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I
Acknowledge.
actually build it.
Yes. 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 Moving out.
Cool.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes. 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 Moving out.
Insufficient.
Yep, more
funds.
artillery dealt with.
Moving out.
Construction complete.
Vehicle report acknowledged.
That's another mammoth tank in my favor,
Moving out.
which brings us up to 5 again. And now we should actually just go ahead and start dealing with some of these turrets. Or, no, we can't use the ion cannon yet, unfortunately. But I can maybe use it to take out one of them. Oh, they're sending in some flame tanks against us now. Yeah, I don't think that's going to quite work, but they're free to, of
Building.
course, try.
Acknowledged. Yes. Yes. Moving out.
Construction complete.
Vehicle
We
reporting.
are now up to 6 mammoth tanks. And we've got maybe a minute left to go on the timer. Once it's down, we'll be able to delete this and then move on to that. And then we'll be able to start focusing on the main event. Well, kind of sorts, where we take out this obelisk of light and then start dealing with whatever's left. Okay, I don't like the fact that he's that badly damaged, so what I'm going to do, I am going to build another mammoth.
Ion
No.
cannon ready. On hold. Cancel.
Moving out.
We are, however, going to delete that. Now,
Moving out.
we can simply move in and mop up. Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
that is going to cause the swarm to once again approach. That's fine, because I do have enough mammoth tanks to weather that.
Building.
Unless they've actually legitimately run out of resources, which they might have at this point.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Moving out.
Now, since this thing is that badly damaged, I'm actually just going to have it... Oh, I need to build a repair facility for that.
Building.
I forgot all about that. I didn't realize that got destroyed. That's 100% my fault, but that's okay.
Awaiting orders. Moving out.
Because that means, let's see, how much power do we have? Quite a bit. We could actually consider selling one of these. Or we don't have to now, because it looks like we can just simply...
Construction complete.
Anyways, there we go.
Unit report. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Moving out. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Here comes the swarm. Oop.
Moving out.
Yeah, I think we've reached critical mass as far as our mammoth tanks are concerned, so we should be able to
Yes, sir.
now just
Affirmative.
comfortably wait and just laugh as
Waiting
my
orders.
towers and tanks just deal with everything.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Artillery, huh?
Moving out. Affirmative.
Alright, how many...
Primary building selected.
Obviously they've built something else, another harvester perhaps. Ooh, they've got a couple of flame tanks coming, as well as some rocketeers. And they've...
Ion cannon ready.
Clearly I've done something to upset them, because they've just decided to spam vehicles.
Unit. Yes, sir. Unit reporting.
So we got another harvester.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Roger. Moving out.
Our base is under attack.
Vehicle reporting.
Here they come. Except no, they're not. Or wait, yeah, they are. But they're just not coming in enough strength to really deal with me, so... And they're sending more engineers. I don't know what it is with the engineer spam in this particular mission, but they are sending them out in force.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Moving
So
out.
now we can actually even start dealing with that.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
No, 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 no. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Moving out. Reporting. Roger. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Waiting. Affirmative.
Alright, now we should have enough tanks that we can... Actually, wait. I've got an idea. What we'll do is we'll actually build a couple of tanks as a sort of garrison force here just to keep them occupied.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I'm still going to use my main
Construction
strategy.
complete.
C.
Unit
Building.
moving out.
Insufficient funds. Unit lost.
Reporting.
What? No! Don't get hit by the...
Affirmative. Moving out.
Fall back! Fall back! No, 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 no.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Unit reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Well, it was unfortunate we lost a Mammoth tank, but we can at least build this back up.
Yes, sir. Waiting order. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Select target.
Yes, sir. Ready and
Ion
waiting out.
cannon charging.
What we need to do, all we need to really do, is just get our engineers into position.
Unit moving out.
Our base is under attack.
No, 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 no. Fall back, fall back.
Lost.
I hate the pathfinding sometimes. I really do.
Construction complete.
Because it does stupid stuff like that. But,
Building.
okay.
You got it.
Hopefully that tower has been turret's been dealt with and there's none other in the area.
Insufficient funds.
Right away, sir.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Moving out.
Nod building captured. New construction options.
Waiting order. Right away, sir. Affirmative.
I
Our
need
base is
something.
under attack. On hold. Cancelled. Building. Construction complete. Cancelled. Building. Construction complete. Building. Our base is under attack.
Alright, so if we can get some.
Construction complete. Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes.
Building.
Maybe we can build some rocket soldiers.
Our base is under attack.
I'll actually sell that. Just.
Unit ready.
What? No, don't do that.
Primary building selected.
Cool. Now there should actually be some stuff over here that we can actually. Although I probably will want another engineer.
Building. Our base is under attack. Unit ready.
Right away, sir.
So I'm pretty sure here we go.
Affirmative. Reporting.
Nod building captured.
And that gives us tons of loot. Will you not get
Construction complete. Unit
game?
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Okay, so we can actually.
Primary building selected.
Yes. Yes. Moving out.
There we go. Now we can actually start capping more of this stuff.
Unit ready.
Moving out.
Ion cannon ready. Nod building.
I don't know why they're not respawning their
Ion cannon charging.
buildings, but okay.
Nod building captured.
Ready and waiting.
Building.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Unit ready. Nod building
Unit acknowledged.
captured.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Moving out. Waiting order. Moving out.
Nod building captured.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Okay, we actually have enough mammoth tanks. We should be able to
Building.
just win on critical mass alone
Yes, acknowledged.
if we play our cards right.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Unit moving out. Acknowledged.
Building.
Let's just spam some minigunners.
Ready. Building. Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Vehicle moving out. Yes,
Construction complete. Building.
moving out. Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Cool, now we
Construction
can
complete.
start focusing on what's left.
Ready and waiting.
Make this be group 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Our base is under attack.
The sheer amount of mammoth tanks we have now, combined with these guys, should be more than enough. And we should also be able to build a couple of engineers,
Building.
which is excellent news on its
Unit
own.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
It looks like we've run them completely out of resources.
Unit lost.
Waiting. Acknowledge.
Ion cannon ready.
Yes, sir.
Mod building captured.
Waiting.
Construction.
That's the last of their construction yards, so
Building.
now they're completely helpless aside from
Under attack.
the units that they can actually build.
Ready.
Waiting orders. Got it.
So we'll deny them actually their supply of... There we go. What we'll do is we'll deny them their supply of vehicles, and then with our next go, we'll deny them their supply of
Yes, sir.
infantry as well.
Yes, sir.
That,
Mod
combined
building
with...
captured.
There we go.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir.
Building. Insufficient
Moving out.
funds.
Yes, sir.
Unit
wait, yes,
ready.
Moving out. Moving out.
Alright, so the critical mass has been achieved. All we need to do now, see if there's any
Acknowledge.
Nod
obelisk of
building
night
captured.
light. If there are,
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
there is.
Select target.
Now, with version A, I've actually did simply deal with, use the ion cannon.
Nuclear weapon launched. Nuclear warhead departure. Unit lost. Airstrike ready.
I'll just use the Mammoth tanks to do the job here.
Mission accomplished.
There we go. So now that we've actually deleted their Temple of Nob without using the ion cannon, we should actually get a different cutscene compared to version A, what I was saying anyways. Now, I'll have to admit, when I first beat the original Command and Conquer, I actually played it on the N64, which was quite different, actually.
Taken serious. The temple's been blown all to hell. We need to get out of here before. Sir, topside has suffered significant damage. Structural integrity has been compromised. I estimate GDI will have access to this command center in approximately 20 minutes.
And that is, yep, that's the alternate ending. Well, part of it. But yeah, this was a lengthy mission, I'll admit, but I did enjoy myself. It was a little bit challenging, though. But anyways, let's go ahead and see the ending cutscene for what happens when you don't use the ion cannon.
United Nations officials have confirmed that Global Defense Initiative assault troops successfully attacked and destroyed the alleged Sarajevo headquarters of the Brotherhood of Nod. This ends a 3-day siege, which saw GDI and Nod forces engaged in mortal combat. Eyewitnesses and survivors report that, although evenly matched, the GDI forces employed superior tactics and strategy, outmaneuvering Nod in what was termed an epic battle. Quoting from a written statement issued earlier today, UN Secretary of Defense Dr. Charles Olivetti praised the men and women of the UN-funded GDI, calling them, quote, tireless defenders of freedom and heroes to history, unquote. Although refusing to disclose specific totals, Dr. Olivetti confirmed reports that heavy casualties were sustained by both sides. Kane, the single-named charismatic Nod leader and self-proclaimed prophet, is among those missing and assumed dead. Discovery and destruction of the Nod Command Center ends more than 3 years of continued escalating violence, sparked by that organization's international terrorist...
Alright, so that is the end of the game, essentially. Or version B of it anyways, so we still have one more version of the final mission to go through, and I will of course be going through that before the end of this. And then after that, I've got another game in mind to do a Let's Play on. I'm going to make sure, of course, it works before I even start it. But once the Let's Play... But yeah, hopefully you guys will be able to see that. And it'll give me a small time to hopefully prepare in advance to make more videos of both this game as well as Warcraft 2. Because I did unfortunately run a little bit low on Steam towards the end of that, I'll have to confess. But then again, I was making around 5 videos an average per day for most of it, so yeah. But still, I have to say this game is an absolute blast to go play through again. And the remaster is pretty good. The latest patch that they did update with, when it first came out, admittedly, the game did have a few issues, but the latest patch fixed a lot of them, so I'm quite happy with that. The pathfinding, though, well, to be fair, I guess that's more of a problem with the original game, and they do want it to be faithful to the original game, so I can respect that. It makes sense if you're talking, for example, about speedrunning communities or esports players as well who are used to the original game. But anyways, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.